Good morning, everybody. No. Good morning, everybody. Ah. All right. So we're here. I'm here. So you know what? Most of the people must be keep on saying that I've done a lot of work. Everybody just keeps on saying this girl has cleared her 12th standard at the age of 13. She must be studying alone. She must be studying for 20 to 21 hours. But let me tell you, I don't study. I don't study, never. Even, my mom and dad just keep asking me that, why don't you study? You're just sitting at your home. You just go to your friends and play with them. And what the hell are you doing this? Why don't you study and all that stuff? Whole day screaming and screaming at me. So, this is my life. But this life is a journey of happiness. So let me ask you all guys, how many of you see dreams? How many of you see dreams? Everyone? I too see dreams, but at night while I'm sleeping. So let me tell you something, that there are many people in this world who have achieved a lot. A lot means alone. Yeah, this alone is still somewhere missing in that ocean of knowledge. It's all missing. The education part, this knowledge, or judging part, let me tell you, education is an ocean. An ocean, Pacific or Pacific Ocean. And nobody can even gain. Motion proxy, not even in 1,000 years, you can't even gain one drop of that ocean. It's a great ocean. To gain something in this world, the first way to catch is you people, first of all, should catch the negative things of the other person. Do we do that? Whenever there is a person in front of us and is speaking anything like notes at all, so we catch all those negative points first. We catch that, and that's our common thing. Even I catch. I don't know, but are these genes or traits of our ancestors? Most probably it should. But, first of all, we should catch the positive things. While catching all those positive things, I think, and if we follow those all, if we follow each and every one, if our teachers are there on the stage and they're speaking something, so catching those all positive things, then for other guests, then from another person, your friends, your family, your relatives, from anyone, and following them all, I think you can do it more better. I can't say you can do best. I can't say you'll achieve your success, but I think you can do more better. Because in this life, nobody can achieve whatever they want. Our needs never get vanished. Our needs are more and more and more. Whatever you get, stay happy in that. When I was a kid, now my age is 14 and I'm studying in Delhi University, Satyavati College. So when I was a kid, I used to think that I used to watch people on TV that why I ain't there. So when I'm here, when I come on different news channels, when I go on some programs, when I motivated IES, when I motivated 150 IES with the presence of Chief Minister, that was still a part of the life. That moment wasn't the finish of your life. That was still a part of your life. You have to do it more. Never take a part of your life as you finish it. Because every moment will be simply a part. Even your dying will remain a part of your life. At that moment, your soul gets died, but you are still living. Your only body gets died. So I think those people who have done a lot of work in this world, so there are many people, many founders. So how many of you guys have heard about Steve Jobs? How many of you? Who is Steve Jobs? Anyone who is Steve Jobs? CEO of Apple. Yes. So he was a recent CEO of Apple. Now there is someone else. Even, you know what? I don't have so much interest in finding out all these things. I work on my academic. I work on my accents. Still, I was listening to his speech, and he had three stories in a way. He was in Stanford University, and there in Stanford University, he talked about three stories. His mom and dad wanted a baby girl, but he was born unfortunately, what he said in his speech. After born unfortunately a baby boy, he was adopted by someone else. His first company name was Pixar. He developed his company Pixar. Yeah. But that wasn't his first, that was his second. But all people came to know is that was his first. He developed Apple first. But he was fired from one of the employees there in Apple, with whom he was working. Then he again developed Pixar. Otherwise, if we people are any stage, when we are fired from our own company, I think we would stop there. But that guy worked alone, and he had pancreatic cancer. Still he worked. So I think finishing or trying something, stopping somewhere, isn't anything in. I was too, but like I was all feeling down low when I got less marks in my 12th standard. I practiced alone. In August, my stream was changed. Let me tell you how I became Wonder Girl. On every moment of life, you'll find people who will be stopping you at every moment. So how I became Wonder Girl, how I get this title, is actually when I was a kid, when I was 5 or 6 years old. So I used to do the stage anchoring because I'm fond of anchoring, and I just want to become an IAS officer, but side by side I too want to do BBC News anchoring. And recently, let me tell you, I always tell this on every stage because I think it's my biggest achievement till now. I went on my dream channel, BBC News, and there, their head anchor told me that you're hired. And that was the bestest moment ever. So I think you can clap for me too. So I was hired, and at that time, that was great. But how I reached there still matter. People always just catch the achievements that he's done this, she's done this, but they never catch the story behind that. If you just know about the story, how much hard work, or how much practices, how much moments were there, facing all the different bad moments were there in your life, still remain a story. Because at that moment when you reach at this point, everybody catches this point. But all those points which you had earlier, nobody will catch those. Not even a single person. But let me tell you, experiences are the thing. Because success comes from experience. And you know where experience come from? You know where experience come from? Experiences come from bad experiences. And that's all what we learn in this life. That's all what we have come to. We always fear bad moments, but no, they aren't the bad moments. They are the bestest moment in our life. Because if we'll take them as the bestest moment of our life, as the baddest moment of our life, so I think we will stop doing any work. And stopping there means finishing your life. And if you are going to do this, so I think you can't do anything. I still say that I haven't done anything till now. I haven't done even a single thing till now. And most of the times, whenever I'm in a sleeping mood, so what I always think is that, Randy, have you ever done a type of work? Excuse me. That whenever like I'm sleeping or something, so I always think at night that, Dominic, have you really done any type of work that you have won the title of Wonder Girl? Won the title of Wonder Girl of India? Do you really deserve it? Think sometimes. If you have won something, that's just because the love of public. That's just because the love of your dwellers of your country. So always think this. And you are in a mood to do something better so that you can just, you actually think, and whenever you're satisfied from yourself, think that you are stopped there. You can't do anything else now. Whenever you're satisfied, never get satisfied from yourself. Always stand in front of the mirror and ask yourself numerous questions. Some fun questions too, sometimes educational questions too, some about your friends too, some about your family too, your relatives, everyone. Some about this world too. Hey, how's the country must be doing? So I think these all are the experiences what you get. Whenever you get less marks, you cry at home. I got less marks, I do cry. So I think there's nothing like that. Those bad experiences are the bestest moments ever. Because that success will only come from those. We're doing something better. We'll be doing something more better to achieve more. And we'll do that. But you know what? Again, the same point. If the next time you have done the thing and you're satisfied from yourself that yes, I've actually done it, So forget about doing something more. So the next come here comes about madness. Many people say you're mad. Many people say you're studious. You're a studious girl. And I'm like, no, I ain't. My mother just keeps on screaming on me that why don't you study? And so they're saying, man, studious girl? I just stay at home and I study for 10 to 11 hours. I come back from my college. I enjoy a lot of my college. You know, this life is a journey you should enjoy. You should enjoy it alone because you get it once. What my thinking is. And enjoying this can turn into a big boom. And after this, enjoying this old moments is actually where you can stand up in this world. This world population is approx, I guess, 126 billion. And 126 billion people, if many persons are moving on the right side, if many persons are moving in the right direction, you have to walk on the left. If you have to get it alone, if you have to stand apart from all, so you have to move to apart. If everybody is going on the same field, if everybody is racing, come back. Those moving apart from all makes it different from others. Because the point is only here, you become success, you achieve your goals when you are different from others. And how you are different while doing something apart from those all. And those all, I won't tell you any field to go apart. I can only tell you direction. That's your life. You have to think that what's actually there. What's actually the bestest thing that you can do. Enjoy alone. And another thing is all association with the right people. Association with right people means that with how many people you speak, with how many people you share your things. What do you think about your mom and dad? What do you think about your teachers? What do you think about your college? What do you think about your school? And those all things do matter. And after that, when people start saying you mad, so think you are on the right path. When people start saying you mad, that you are mad at this thing, so do guess it, you are on the right path. So here we come with another point. This madness, how this madness actually comes. Whenever you're addicted to something, whenever you are addicted, like I was addicted to learning these old accents. And after learning these accents, I was still there, like something is missing. Grabbing all these accents doesn't so much great. It's like, okay, fine, you have done this, okay. But in your academic terms, I'm doing something apart that comes from the languages, that comes from your motivation speaking, for the anchoring, for your BBC and CNN, and something more and more and more. But you know what? You have to go on a field. Your target should be one. When I was a kid, I was still used to think I'll become a Supreme Court judge, I'll become a singer, I'll become an anchor, or I'll become IES. So my aims were very different. You know, I was running on a marathon race, but I was going there on the fireworks run, or there on the streets on the run, or your house on the run. So those all things do disturb you. And everything which are disturbing you, you have stopped yourself over there. There are many trends in the present scenario in this world. This world is full of trends. Trends, not this wearing type of sensing, the dressing sense, but those trends like your dancing, your accents, your general knowledge, your awareness, your economic science, your politics, or your subjects. But if you find anyone on stage speaking about their achievements and all, so we people try to copy them. We people try to think that, I think we should do that thing, that what the girl is telling us to do, or what the girl has done, so I think we can all to achieve this all. Never do this. Never ever do this. Just remember things stand apart. You have large tasks. Think you have a question of 3 to 4 pages, and you always find it out that, how can I do this? So break that large task into small pieces. If you are going to break it, if you are going to break all those large tasks into small pieces, so I think your life will become large. And life becoming large means more and more doing. At the end of life, whenever you are at the finishing point of your life, do something for yourself. We are always here in this world, we always think that we are going to do something for the public. We always do things which public likes. We always do things like which our friends like, which our family like, which our relatives like. Well, we always do those things. But you know what? When we start doing the things which we love, which we are addicted to, the people, and yes, doing work for the people, doing just reaching over the madness can reach more properly, and people will start loving you. Never do a thing that people will love you. Do a thing that they'll come to you and they'll say that yes, we actually love your work. Come in this world, do something for yourself, do things for the public, do things for the donors of your country, but do a type of thing that they come to you and start you saying that yes, I like your work. What we people think is we always think that we are there, I just want to meet president, I want to meet prime minister. But why don't we do a type of work so that president and prime minister just call themselves? They just call us that I just want to meet that guy or the girl who is doing such great work. Do that type of work. And I think you can achieve a lot there then. You have to always think that at what places I have to stop, at what places I have to do this work. You know, but we always gotta think that we have to only become what our parents said. We think it, right? That our parents are saying this, but I don't want to become this. My interest in this, I'll go there. How many of you guys think that my interest is in singing, my interest is in education, my interest is in dancing, but our parents are saying us to do this thing, and you are ignoring them? How many of you do? I have to done it, so don't need to hesitate. You can raise your hands properly. How many of you have done it? We all do it. We all do it. But let me tell you a thing here. Our mom and dad experience, they are approx 30 years of age or 40 years of age. And their experience is a lot more than us. A baby who is born doesn't know where to go in this life. Okay, so doesn't know where to go in this life. He doesn't know that what field he can choose because he's still a baby. He's just born. And in the field where parents ask him to do, the interest develops himself. And by developing that interest in yourself or in you guys, you can do it more. Because when I was born, I never knew. I still don't know where to go. But when my parents told me about going to an IELTS field or learning all these things, accents, these languages, this motivational speaking, this listening different speeches, listening to 10 speakers, listening to some CEOs and founders, so that interest has been only developed for me by my parents. So always listen to your parents what they ask you to do. Now, I was on my story how I became one girl. I was in a moment that I used to do anchoring, I used to do stage anchoring. When I was 6, I was in 5th standard. Is it really working? Yeah. So, when I was 6, I was in 5th standard. And that 5th standard, I used to do anchoring, but I came in 6th, I still do anchoring. But then I came to know that knowing English in this world isn't a big thing. And especially in a country like India, where English is a class. Speaking English in our country, India, is a class. We people should be proud of our language, Hindi. But another thing is all like, speaking this doesn't make sense. But then, so doing this all, just speaking English and talking you're doing anchoring isn't a big thing. A girl who is just 6 years and is in 5th standard, I think that can be a special thing for the person. But still, it's nothing to do with this world. Nothing at all. But you will become something at your age. People say me that you'll reach at your maturity level when you are at your age. But we have to find out a line where maturity comes to ourselves. You know, opportunity doesn't come. Opportunity doesn't come. You have to just find out the ways to reach that opportunity. And you have to find out the way opportunity will itself knock your door. But if you are simply sitting down in your home, laying in your bed and thinking opportunity to come, forget about it, it'll never come. But find a way to do something great, then knock your door itself. And by knocking that door, you have to reach that moment. You have to reach There, you have to do the thing. Thing which you are addicted to is very good to do. But thing which our parents say us to do is more better. That's just because of their experience. So then, my mom and dad told me to do accents. They told me to do accents because Janway, just speaking English isn't a thing. Speaking English is nothing. It's just like a small thing, a mini drop. And especially when you are living in a small town. I live in a small town, and that's in the district Panipat. And living there, so I think English can be a big thing, but going in those big states, going in those Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, Bangalore, it's nothing. It's like they're every small student of 3 to 4 years speak English. So what are you doing different? So I never thought that you can do accents. There was my mom and dad telling me that Janvi, why don't you do this thing? And then they told me to do this thing. They get me the videos, they'll listen with me, they don't know how much they have done their hard work on me. My father has taken the training, they told me about many people. He always talks with me. He always conversates with me. My mom always talks with me. She always screams at me. But you know what? There is a kind of love which they want to give us. They want to give us. And at that point, when I learned all this accent, at the age of 9, I learned 2 accents. And you know what? How many of you guys use social networking sites? How many of you are on social media? Okay, approx everyone. I'm too on social media. Social media is a type of thing. You know, everybody thinks that she must be a girl who don't use social media. But I do use it. It's very useful. I use Facebook, I use Instagram, I use Snapchat, everything. Because using those can be very useful. But you know what? Following those all great founders. But liking those pictures of your friends, liking and commenting those sarcasm posts, those sarcastic posts, I think that isn't useful. Those are actually the real facts of our life which we already know. And speaking in those pictures, we just are noticing them in those pictures, is nothing. But following all those quotations, which was given by our great standards, which were given by our great founders, do help us in life. Do help us. You know, when success is called, when you can say the real success, when your signature changes to your autograph, that's called the real success. So, at the age of 9, when that was my first news channel, I was there on News Nation. So I like to stop the story over here. Do remember the story. I like to come on a point, confidence. Confidence is a type of thing which is always needed. So it's actually, I never feel hesitated. Even my little sister, I was there in a program, and there I was speaking on the stage, and then she was there screaming in the audience, I don't want to go there. So then a news channel guy came and then asked her, what do you want to do, girl, baby girl? And she was like, I just want to go on the stage and speak like my sister was speaking there. And even when here the students were singing some songs, so she was there asking that now it's my turn, shall I go? And I was like, yes, confidence is a type of thing which really matters. Because if you are there at every point hanging, so I think you can't do anything. Speaking all this frankly, you know, it's never a hesitation that you are on the stage and you're just standing like in a simple position. That too matters. You have shown the courage, you have shown your courage that you have actually gone there. But to speak anything, do you see that those old people who are sitting in front of you are learning something from you? They are there to learn something from you. We people always think that the people will laugh at us and will start speaking something. But why do we speak in a type of way that will laugh at us? Why don't we find a way again? Again, a point comes here, finding a way. Find a way, find a type of way which makes you different and people don't laugh at you. It sounds like that girl or that guy is actually different and has done a great work. So be confident. Even in many big interviews, what people catch, they always catch that what's actually your confidence. If we're just moving on the stairs and you have just come in the interview, and the interviewer in front of you has asked that how many stairs you have climbed, and you're like, I was really I didn't count. I didn't know that you can ask this question. But that isn't an excuse. Those excuses makes you feel low. Same with confidence. That I actually don't know, but most probably it can be about 70 to 80. That shows your confidence. And that confidence is needed everywhere. In this world, if you aren't speaking, then it's nothing. You know our Prime Minister, how Mr. Modi became our Prime Minister? Because he spoke. He spoke. Just because of that speaking, he inspired us. He made us feel that he can actually do something for our development. He made us feel this. Whenever he speaks, so we are like he will be doing a great work. That's just because of like his wordings. And that shows his confidence. And that's all what it's all accumulated. So now, I was on my story. See, I told you, I'm back on my story. I was 9 when I first time been on a news channel, and that news channel name was News Nation. I just only knew 2 accents. I used to do a little anchoring, and I used to do a little singing. So when their main anchor came, I was so much frank with that anchor that he told me he just converted the whole show into my anchoring. He was the anchor, but he told me to take his interview. So I was there to take his interview. I was fully dressed up like an anchor. And that was just because of, I sat like him, I was just speaking in the different accents with him. And that was all just because of that confidence. Confidence really matters. And see, after that confidence, after showing that confidence, I got many calls from many news channels. And that confidence changed my life. If you are at that moment, if you think that that confidence can change your life, so build up that. Build up your confidence. Brainstorm yourself. Brainstorming means that only reading some of the different books. I read novels. Even, when I was really addicted to novels, when novels first came, when novels books were at my home, so I used to read them approximately 1:30 to 2 p.m. a.m. actually at night, so, and my dad was like, can't you read your other books like Political Science and Economics? You're reading your novels. You know what? I used to study them whole. Brainstorming yourself is the point of thing which really matters in this life. And here we are, everyone. After that, when I got many calls from that little things, because that was the only point. That half-an-hour show changed my life. And that half-an-hour show can be termed as Janvi's confidence. That wasn't Janvi the India's genius, but I termed it as Janvi's confidence. Because that confidence just changed my life. And after that, I cleared my 10th standard. When I was 10, I was in 10th standard. And after clearing that 10th standard, I was adopted by a school. I went to different schools. Then I was adopted in a school there in Judger. So I used to go up down from Gurgaon to Judger. So after doing that all, a moment came. A moment came in my life. But you know what? After learning those British and American accents, my mom and dad, when they told me about learning these 2 accents, my interest developed. It developed and I learned more accents. More accents, like now I know 8 different accents. And those all are British, American, Aussie, Posh, Australian, Scottish, Canadian, Norfolk. I'm learning 2 different languages, French and Japanese. And Hindi and Haryanvi are my own languages. So learning all these accents did take time. Do you know what? I never practiced so much because it was my side-by-side time. My first priority was to follow my academics because many people think that we are following this dream so we can leave our academics. Never do this. This can be the biggest drawback in your life. And this drawback can take you behind. And after doing this, when I learned all these accents, and when I was in 12th, after clearing my 12th, in August, a program came. You won't believe that a 13-year-old girl motivated 150 ideas on their training. So there afterwards, there was that glorious presence of CM of Haryana, Mr. Manohar Lal Khattar. And I was invited as the guest speaker between all those 150 IAs. I was there to motivate those backbone of our career. Wouldn't you clap for me? Thank you. So I motivated all those, and after motivating them, I was studying in a stream non-medical. I was studying physics, chemistry, and maths. I was studying PCM. But you know what? My aim was IES. And what all those IES told me to do? That don't waste your time. Just change your stream into arts. I changed my stream into humanities in August. And I practiced a lot. I used to get like 95 or 96 marks on my pre-boards and all. But when the real result came, that was the biggest failure. I was just standing there on 75 or 76%, which I was thinking to get 95 or 96, and there I was standing. But you know what? Why I got this? Because I had a limitation. I used to think that I'm gonna get 100 out of 100. So I fixed down a limit, and that limit just broke me into pieces. And even, I was like, I never talked to anyone for 4 to 5 days, but my mom did always tell me that is just for your 4 to 5 days, you haven't studied that play. No problem for that. It broke me to pieces. Because I fixed down a limit. And if I studied for myself, if I don't study for the marks, so I think I can do it more better. So never study for marks. Never ever study for marks. This is what my experience said after doing my 12th and 10th standard. In 10th standard, I was just 10, and I don't know about these marks and all. So I got 100 out of 100 in maths. But there in 12th standard, maths was my weak subject. It was the weakest in math subject. On 6:30 a.m. in the morning, I went to tuition on my maths. And still I wasn't able to score like which I was expected, because I studied just for last those 15 to 20 days, but for the marks. So whenever you study for your marks, whenever you study for a good result, that will just fill the back. That will be the biggest drawback in your life. Never study for marks. Always study for your knowledge. And this is what I'm actually doing in graduation. I ain't studying for marks. I'm just studying for mine. Everybody say, why don't you read that sample paper? But I say, by reading the book, it's only the increment, it's only the elevation of my knowledge. So why don't I read this? So here we go, after doing that moment when my result came, so that speech among IES, I got a standing ovation.